Hey everyone, and today we are talking about the Marvel Legends 85th Anniversary Hulkbuster figure. Here is the Hulkbuster, not quite how he comes in the package. I'm kind of tired of taking the front and back pieces off, so for ease of use, we're just going to talk about some of the sculpt work first. And the biggest complaint I have with this figure, and go ahead and show us here. Get that thing. Oh, it's a little slippery. You see all the really cool intricate sculpt work going on under the helmet here, and even the head is sculpted very well. Get that better in focus. Focus, camera 2, focus. The sculpt work on this figure is really well done. Here's his chest piece that does not come on in package. You have to put it on yourself. Once again, really nice sculpt and pretty decent paint work. But on the inside, lots of sculpt work. And then on the back, so in the package this comes without these on there, but they're just keyed in. You just pop them on. Once again, nice sculpt work here. And then you look on the inside, it's really nicely sculpted. And I don't know why they did all this. They put all this work, all this effort into this just to hide it. On the figure itself, go ahead and lay this down here. You see the shoulders are nice, the shoulders look great. The inside here looks amazing. The front and the back, all this work, all this sculpt work, just to be hidden. It makes no sense. It really doesn't. So now that I kind of got my venting out about some of the great sculpt work that is hidden, let's go ahead and put his front and back pieces on. Which it's simple. This is just keyed in here. Keyed in here, there's a hole there. You just pop the front on. If I can do it on camera. I'm bad at doing things on camera, guys. You pop that on. There's little tabs. Make sure it clicks. And there you go. And now you have a Hulkbuster ready to bust a Hulk. Real quick, let's go ahead and get into the accessories, because this guy does not come with a lot of accessories. He does come with a pair of grippy hands and a pair of fists. And your first thought might be like, why does he come with grippy hands and not repulsor hands? Well, it looks like the basis for this figure, the starting line for this figure, was indeed the Autogranov Iron Man cover of the Hulkbuster fighting the Extremis. And in that image, he has grippy hands. That's the only thing I can think of to explain why he comes with these instead of coming with repulsor hands. And then his only other accessory is a Tony Stark head. When he was first announced, I didn't love it, but it's grown on me. Let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and see how he fits on the Extremis figure. All right. So here is the head. Mismatched in size for sure. And does not want to peg on. So sorry guys, this is going to be for the Hulkbuster only. But since we already have this figure busted out, let's go ahead and look at size comparisons. Alright, here's the Marvel Legends Hulkbuster next to the Marvel Legends Extremis Iron Man. Here is it next to the Marvel Select Hulkbuster that is about a decade old now, but still really holds up. And last but not least, here's the Marvel Legends Hulkbuster next to the Marvel Select Rampaging or Immortal Hulk and the Marvel Legends 20th Anniversary Hulk. Both Hulks, good for busting. I think he looks great next to either one of these guys. Select and Legends, sometimes they kind of mesh well, sometimes they don't. I think for these two guys to be about the same height, which is about 9.5 inches, you're not going to go wrong whichever Hulk you want to put with him. We're going to keep the Tony Stark head on just for a sec. He is on, I think, a double ball peg, and the neck piece is floating. So you get really good wobble here, tilt. Obviously, he's not going to look down very well. He looks up, not really much at all. Let's go ahead and pop that head off. Come on. Let's go ahead and pop on the helmeted head. Once again, Hasbro Why are you hiding the sculpt? With the helmeted head on, he does shift side to side, back and front. Not a lot. So arms will come out almost to a T. He does rotate up and down very well. The shoulder pads are a softer material and do move with the shoulders, so you're not going to get them in the way too bad. While this is out, you do have bicep swivel, but he's a chunky boy, so it might take 2 hands. Single jointed bicep, hinged hands. He does have a nice diaphragm joint to get him looking that way and back a little bit. In addition to the diaphragm joint, which also does rock side to side a little bit. Making sure I'm not losing focus. This guy's too big to handle almost. He does swivel at the waist. Legs can come out pretty far. And then they kick up pretty well. Kick back. And do pay attention. Like, some of the sculpt work is just really well done. And of course you do get pistons on the back leg. Pistons on the inside. Double jointed knees. But I think mine might be a little frozen. Yeah, the sculpt is definitely there for double knees. But mine's frozen. I haven't unfrozen it yet. Shin and ankles are made out of that same softer material, so you're going to get pretty decent up and down and ankle pivot on it. Alright, so let's go ahead and get his rival out of the way. And you would think, for this guy being a decade old, this would be night and day better. And while I do think that the Marvel Legends Hulkbuster is better overall, I don't think it's night and day. It is a clear upgrade. Size, articulation, sculpt work. Hi, Biscuit. Sculpt work, the Select, I think, still wins out a little bit just because it doesn't hide a lot of the great sculpt. At the price range of $30 versus $60, you know, this is still an amazing value for what it is. I do think $60 might be a little expensive. I did get mine at a little bit cheaper price at $50. At $50, I felt well about it. I felt good. I am going to give him a panel line. So before this review is over, I'll go ahead and show you guys how he looks panel lined up. But man, he's a big. It's hard not to love it when Marvel Legends does big beefy boys, because they almost always knock it out of the park. And at a price point of $60 in the 85th anniversary line, Hulkbuster is welcome to any collection, not just the Iron Man collectors, but if you love Marvel Legends, this is a great figure to own. And that's going to wrap up this review. I'm going to show you guys what he looks like panel lined real quick. Here he is all panel lined up, and that's going to wrap up my review. Please like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one.